Hello guys, it's Ali and welcome to today's video. So guys, we're going to start off a new little journal today. Again, it's going to be a no digital journal. I'm going a bit grungy with this one. The theme is going to sort of be springy birds, butterflies, naturey, just a nice mix of sort of eclectic nature, springy kind of thing. And I'm going to do the cover today. I'm working with corrugated card for my cover. It looks really big. I'll tell you what this piece measures that I've cut here. The reason it's big is because there's going to be two big signatures in, so that I'll have plenty of spine. You know, I don't want it so it's really tight and I can't add what I want to add in it. So at the moment, 9 by 8.5. So yeah, it's quite big. So I want to work on the front today. As you can see, it's all cracked and creased and whatnot. I'm going to start off with a coat of gesso. Just going to spritz it a little bit. Put some gesso down. Just wet my brush a bit. Yeah, I thought we'll have a change. Let's do something a little bit different than fabric cover. Now, I still want to see some of the corrugated card, so I'm not going to be fussy with it. It's just so my paints will go down nicely. A bit more down here. Yeah, just fancied doing something a bit different, a bit grungy. The other one was pink and pretty, wasn't it? This is more up my street or down my street, whatever you say. Up my street, I think's the saying, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Right. Yeah, I want it so you can still see some of that it's corrugated card underneath, because there's going to be a few layers on the front anyway. Okay, I'm just going to dry off a little bit with my heat gun. Won't take me a second. Okay, so I'm working with two colours. I've got a, what's this one? Green, blue and a yellow ochre. Which one do I go with first? I think I'll put this one down first. Again, I'm going to spritz a little bit, so I needn't have dried it properly really. Let's just put a bit of this on and let's just work this in to the background as well. This is a nice blue. Yeah, works better with a bit of water. That's a bit more. I'm sorry if it's not all on screen, it's hard to fit it on. I'll try and move it across if I can. We was planning on going out for an hour this morning. We were going to go to, there's a big like emporium in the couple of towns away that does like all like vintage stuff. My hubby was going to take me there for an hour. We were going to have a coffee out, but Poppy's woken up not well this morning, which is Tilly and Daisy have gone back into school and now we've got Poppy at home, so never mind, I can go again. There's no big rush. I am going to cover the spine, so I'm not too bothered about that. And like I said, I'd like to see some white and I'd like to see some of the corrugated cards. So right, I'm going to just dry off and then I'll be back. Okay, I've not dried it too much because I'm going to spritz it again now to put some of the yellow paint on. So let's try a bit of this. Yellow ochre, it's called. I don't want a lot of this. I just want sort of some little hints of it, if you like, because it's going to go to make a green, isn't it? Yellow and blue make green, and I don't want want some little hints of the yellow. That's enough. That's all I want of the yellow. Right, I'm going to dry it off thoroughly because I want to dry brush it next with some gold. Okay, so I have got a gold and a copper. I'm just going to dry brush now. So I'm just going to put a bit of the gold on the side of my mat here. I've got my brush. I'm going to work my brush into it. And I'm just going to go over it. Can you see the gold? I know it looks, yeah, that's nice. I like that. That was what I was looking for. Let's turn it that way and do this side. And then I'm going to go over it in copper as well, just for a bit of, yeah, that's nice. I like that. Oh, I've got a bit of water there I've not dried off. I don't want to add the gold to that. I want to go around the outside. I think I'll go around the edges with my copper. Yeah, when you're dry brushing, just sort of put your brush in and do that, so you've just got a bit on the end of your brush and it gives a nice effect. Right, let's have a little bit of copper. Just see what that looks like as well. So again, just putting my brush in, just working my brush in. Yeah, that's nice. Just add a little bit of that as well. I'm going to go around the edges with that actually. All around. Oops, sorry guys, did I knock the camera then? I'm sorry. Just going around the edges with the copper to make sure we've got something on the edges. And this one. You only need a little bit when you're dry brushing. It's not perfectly dry. I can feel that it's still a little bit wet. I'm going to come back in with some more of this copper. Just put my brush in. Turn it around that way, then you can see what I'm doing. Just sort of going, flicking the brush up and down when I'm dry brushing. Yeah, I think I like that. I don't know whether I want to add a little bit more yellow. I think it's very similar to the gold, so I think it's just going to mingle. I think I'm going to leave it like that, guys. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, right, I'm going to take some 5 minutes now to dry it off thoroughly, tidy round, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've dried it all off. Let me just move this heat gun out the way, then I'll keep knocking it. Okay, so it's all dry. Now, what I'm going to do with the cover, as you can see, it's only one layer. It's not thick at all. So I've got some felt here, felt pieces. I'm going to line it with a bit of felt. Let's just cut down where we need it, about there. Same size for that size as well. Yeah, let's cut this one the same, just to make it feel a bit squishy and a little bit more padding support, because it's, like I said, it's only thin. And I'm just going to trim a little bit off the top, and then it's not hanging. I've just ordered some more felt. I do like to line, if I'm doing like a journal like this, with just a bit of felt, just to give it that squishy feeling. So that's going to go down first. Make sure it's inside like so. So I don't want a lot of glue because I am going to stitch it all, so I'm just going to see if I can glue it down just with a glue stick just for now, because I'm going to go straight to my sewing machine. that's ripped there, it's ripping, so I need to be really careful. Oh, there's nothing in that one. Let's find another one. I don't know how, because I never use the things. I think the girls have been in here. Right, let's just carefully put a bit of glue on there, just to hold it down, just whilst I stitch. There we go, that piece there. I'm just experimenting today, guys. Yeah, just playing really. If it works, it'll be nice. If it doesn't, then it's fine. It's only a piece of cardboard and some paint. It's no big loss. I don't see why it won't. Okay, and then what I've got next is some hessian. Big piece of hessian that I'm going to stitch on. And that really gives it some nice padding. Now I can see a little bit of that felt. I don't mind that, it's just another layer, because the hessian's going to fray anyway. So let me see, how am I going to put this down now? I don't know how I'm going to glue this, whether it'll glue on there or not. Let's try and see if it will. I've got a piece of fabric that I'm just going to put down the spine, just to reinforce the spine. Right, let's see if that'll stick down there now. Obviously hessian frays, but it's going to be a grungy journal anyway, so that's not bothering me at the moment. You know, you can see the layers there. I'm going to ink everywhere. It's just I need to reinforce it, because obviously just a piece of cardboard wouldn't suffice for 2 signatures in a journal and everything else I'm going to put in it. Right, okay, so that is, hopefully that'll stay down, and as you can see, that's reinforced it nicely. So what I'm going to do, guys, now I don't know whether to stitch on I've got a piece of fabric for down the spine here. It's not the colour I really wanted, but I wanted some like upholstery fabric because I need something thick. So I can always put some lace, shabby lace, you know, some coffee dyed lace down it or something. Should I glue that on as well? I'm trying to think what kind of closure I want. I think it'll be elastic with this one. I think it'll work better on the spine. So yeah, I'm going to glue this down, and then I can catch it with the sewing machine, hopefully. Put it down the middle. Just trim that off a little bit. Yeah, we can go all around the edges once I've stitched it. Right, guys, I'm going to pause the camera, and I'm just going to take 10 minutes and go round and stitch all this, and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I've let it all dry off, and I've stitched it. I've stitched in the hessian here. Got all these threads, I'll sort all them out after, so it feels nice and squishy now. And I've put the piece of fabric down the spine, and I've also stitched on some of the lace that you can see there. I'll just trim a bit of that off. Just trim that little bit of lace off the bottom. I wanted it quite scruffy looking. I don't want it neat looking. I want it quite grungy looking. So that is the cover. I might stitch around the edge again with a zigzag stitch. I might do that. But yeah, as you can see, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge over the cover to let it, just to seal it. Which one? I hope it's matte, this one. It's not gloss. Yeah, it's matte. I don't want gloss. So I've got some watered down Mod Podge here. So what I'm doing, whilst I've got my thing on my desk, I'm just going to go over and seal it with some Mod Podge, just to strengthen it a little bit. And I can leave it to dry overnight now, let it dry properly. Yeah, like that, and then some on this side. I might not stitch around it again. I think that should be enough. It will fray because of the burlap, but that's fine. It'll only fray up to the stitching. I'm okay with that. It'll add to the charm, won't it, of the grunge if it frays a little bit. Right, there we go. So that's all nicely Mod Podge now. We'll leave that. Let's just put the lid on here. Yeah, just a bit different than a fabric hardcover. I just thought we'll do something a little bit different. As you can see, it's fraying down there, but it'll only fray to the edge of the burlap. Right, I'm just going to put that there, and then I can let that dry. Okay, so I have got some signatures ready. I'll just show you them quickly, and then I'll let you go because I don't know how long I've been on. These are just little bits and pieces that I've picked out just to add to pages or book pages, just that I can hinge or just add into as tags or different bits. I've got some book pages there, some invoices, CD envelopes, just bits that we can add in. So that's all them. And then I've put two signatures together. Like I said, no digitals again, so I'll just quickly whiz through them. These are going to be all grunged up. I'm going to get a cup of tea and tea dye them as we're going along and dry them. They're far too white for this journal, but I just got the signature ready. Some of the papers are double-sided like this. I don't really like that, so I will put something on there. But yeah, just a sort of a mix of butterflies, birds, yeah, just, and then quite a lot of just plain papers that I can add to diary pages, packaging. Yeah, more book pages, ledger pages, coffee dyed paper, book pages, scrapbooking paper. So that's that one. So yeah, just nice, two nice signatures. They look not nicer once they're all grunged up. And then this one, the same, just little book pages, wallpaper, sheet music, packaging, yep, envelopes, wallpaper again, card, scrapbook paper, book page, scrapbook paper, book page. Yeah, so we're going to be along the grungy theme with this one. Is that the middle? Yeah, that's the middle. Okay, so I'll have to get all sorts, a lot of ephemera out so that we can use all my ephemera. I'll get a little basket together and I'll show you what I've gathered. So I'm going to leave it today there, guys. I'm going to let my cover dry overnight, and then yeah, I'll film a few more videos and I'll be back. So as always, guys, thank you so much for taking time out your day to come and watch. I really do appreciate it, and take care, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.